Nigeria is at a pivotal point. The country is at a point where we are taking steps towards growing, towards innovations, towards a new generation developing, towards a new generation finding out their dreams and exploring the future. We have suffered enough. We have stayed stagnant enough. It is actually time for us to move to another level in the country, to take capability growth, to take our research, our innovative ideas, to take them to another level. And that is why we're having an event like this to bring together experts in the industry to celebrate what we've done in the past, to appreciate what people have done, because we all did not just get here by accident. A lot of people have toiled, a lot of people have put effort into place to make things happen, to give stairs towards the young ones to grow up to this level. So it is not just that we are in a void. A lot of research has been in the place in the country. A lot of people have toiled night and day to make sure that the young ones at least have something to build upon. And that is why we want the young ones to be able to see the light of what has been done in the past and to also be able to get towards the future, to take the next strides, to take the next steps, to collaborate, to work together. Nigeria has over 250 million people. More than 60% of that are youths. The youth is the future. But if the youth don't have the right capability, don't have the right mindset, then they don't take the right actions. And that is why we have the Space Generation Nigeria. It's a platform, an opportunity for the young ones, students, young professionals, to see what is actually out there, what are the opportunities out there, what has been done in the country, how can we get ready for the future, what are the steps we can take to move forward, what are the steps we can take for this country to take the next step for the future, how can we help our leaders, how can we put together the current things that are working to make them useful for us to build a new country, to build a new future for the entire, you know, population in the country. There are so many opportunities. There are so many ways we can do this. There are so many approaches to this. And it is not a matter of a lack of opportunities, not a matter of lack of expertise, because we have that. And that is one of the reasons why I want to highlight one of the very packed, group of expertise that this event is going to be hosting. We are opportune to be hosting this event at Nile University, one of the very renowned private universities in the country. It's at Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, the capital of the country in Nigeria. So if you're close to Nile, this is an event to actually, be partnered with to attend. This is an event you want to attend. And if you, by any chance, you're seeing this video after the event had been organized, then definitely I would implore you to look into what was the result of the event, because these events have working groups, they're going to have deliberations, and then they're going to have recommendations that will be useful for the future. Who are the important personnel that we'll be having, the experts that we'll be having for this event? We'll be having Dr. Alilu Shabar, who is the director of the National Space and Research Development Agency, NASTA, in Abuja. We'll be having virtually Dr. Timebi Aganaba, who is an associate professor of the School of Future of Innovations in Society faculty at the Arizona State University. We'll be having the renowned Professor Babatunde Rabiu, who is the executive director and the director and the chief executive of the African Regional Center for Space Science and Technology Education in English. We'll be having Comrade C.E. Anoge, who is retired and the managing director of Dell Space Consult, is a retired Commodore from the Defense Space Agency. We are also going to be having the registrar of the Cosmopolitan University Abuja in name of Dr. Mani Ibrahim Ahmad. And not just that, because our event is so packed, we are having more and more experience attending the event. We are going to be having Professor Joseph Akinyede, one of the very renowned retired executive director of African Regional Center for Space Science and Technology Education in English. He's also a retired director of CESTRA in Abuja. So SGAC stays in Ife, Sesra in Abuja. He has done a lot of great works in the past, and he definitely, I believe you're going to get a lot of experience from him. We're also going to be having Mrs. Omite Ali, who is the head of the Corporate Services Satellite Infrastructure Company, NICOMSAT Nigeria. We'll be having Mr. Mohamed Shaibu, who is also a senior program manager at Apple and is also an ex-NASA engineer. We are going to be having Mr. Teso Aga, who is a geospatial data analyst for the Defense Space Administration in Nigeria. And we'll also be having Dr. Umar Sani Abdullahi, who is the National Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Space Engineers. You see, this is really, really packed, right? We are going to be having Mr. Paul Oladoni, who is the CEO of Space Tourism and Society in Africa. This event is packed with so many more people. We are having Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, SAN, who is the senior partner of Olisa Agbakoba Legal. Is going to be participating in this event. We'll be having the new executive director of the World Space Week Association in person of Ms. Alma Okpalefe. And also, I will not leave out Nuruddin Sulaiman, who is the head of Space-Based Augmentation System, NICOMSAT Limited. So these are and many more things that people that we are going to have attending the event. Nigeria has a big future, and space is for all. It doesn't matter what your profession is. It doesn't matter what you studied in school, whether you studied art, whether you studied engineering, whether you studied science, whether you studied architecture, building, whatsoever you do, language. Space is for everybody. There is an entire industry that needs the participation of everyone involved. We are driving to build another future for our country. We are driving to build another level for us to operate. And for us to operate, this has to involve the collective effort of university students and young professionals, to involve the government, to involve the stakeholders, to involve the industry. We need the money from the industry and from the government. We need the right policies from the government. We need to have the right conversations from the government. We're going to have four major working groups in this excuse me. So the event is going to host four major working groups. We have the space law and the policy, where we're going to discuss important policies that are allocating to the space sector that need to be put into place, what is currently going on, how can we help Nigeria move forward in terms of space, what are the recommendations that we can give out, what are suggestions, what are the things that people need to know about space law and policy, and how can we address this to help us as Nigerians. We're going to have in space technology for public security in Nigeria. There is a lot of insecurity in the country. And as space experts, as space professionals, there are so many things we can do to help our country, to make it better, to build a better future, to have an economy that is running based on the power of space technology in helping solving a lot of the insecurity we are having all around the country. There's a whole lot we can do in space and cybersecurity, space situational awareness. There's a whole lot we can do to help in, improving how we communicate, how we navigate. A lot of these things will be discussed during this session in the working group. We're going to be having space entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Now, I believe that in this decade, we will be having a transformation in entrepreneurship in the space sector. I believe that so many people will be, so many startups will be coming up. So definitely this is an important thing for us to discuss. If you have ideas you want to bring it to light, you are looking for finance, you're looking for how to get started, you're looking for solutions to the current challenges you're having, then you need to be part of the space working group. So the space entrepreneurship is going to open us up to be able to look at the loopholes, to look at opportunities, to look at how we can also get funding from outside the country and within the country. There are so many ways we can get funding from within the country, so many organizations you can approach, so many agencies you can approach, but we need to look into these also in the working group. And then definitely we're going to be talking about how satellite-based flood control, how satellite can help flood control in Nigeria. I know flooding is still a major factor, even though majority of them are caused by our own negligence, but there's still a lot we can do, and there is a lot of information satellite technology can give us to help address some of these issues. So are you looking for a way to also connect with other students, to connect with other professionals in the country? Then you definitely need to learn more from this event and be part of this event. Register for the event, apply, register for the event. And then if you need more information, kindly reach out to me on LinkedIn or any other social media. My name is Abraham Akinwale. I'll be happy to address any question you have or any challenges you have. And definitely, not just for this year, but I want you to know that this event is going to be holding every year. So we are definitely looking forward to more growth, more advice, more ideas, more opportunities, more sponsorship, more connections. If you know that you are interested in the future of the country, then definitely we'll be happy to have you partner with us. We'll be happy to work with you. We want to make sure every important parastatal, every important part of this country is functioning. We want to make sure that our talents, our expertise are put in the right way. And the country needs to grow. We need to grow. A country filled with 250 people with so many ideas and expertise, we need to be producing differently. We need to be working differently. So I hope that with this event, it will be a start, a spark for a new future, a spark for a new drive, a spark for a new collective collaboration to achieve results that can help our country. I look forward to seeing you at the event. I look forward to hearing about you. If you're doing something nice that we don't know about, the world does not know about, connect with us at the Space Generation Advisory Council. We'll be happy to learn more about it. Thank you so much. Connect to this event. I'll see you at the Space Generation Nigeria 2023 in Abuja. Thank you. Ciao.